had a lot of videos like this one where we discuss late game offense, not in the same manner. It's usually things breaking down on the offensive side of the ball, things kind of the spacing goes down, stagnant starts to happen, different guys are touching the ball. But we're seeing a shift in kind of lineups. So we're seeing a shift in the way they kind of attack different actions and different things. I just want to go through three quick plays to showcase the biggest thing that is shown from maybe adding an extra shooter and kind of just spacing the things and putting the ball in one specific player's hands. The first one right here, to point out first, it's a lineup of Jimmy at the 4 and Max Strus is kind of lining up to kind of close out this 5. Extra shooter means more space. I'm going to showcase a little bit why and the different things they can run, but it's puts Jimmy in a ton of different spots and can move him around in a way that he's kind of that freelancer where you can put him in different spots. He may not be able to shoot and people, they might respect him in that way to pull all the way over. But he can kind of pull over in a way that you can use him as an attacker off the ball. Right here, double drag. Tyler's going to set the first screen. Bam's waiting behind him. He's going to pop out. Now it's a regular pick and roll. Speaking of those extra shooters, now Tyler's on that left wing. Tatum's not going to be able to pull down. Strus is over there. Jimmy's on the dunker spot, which makes things a little bit more difficult when you have somebody in the dunker spot like that because he can pull over. But Jimmy's mid-range was falling in this game that you kind of had to respect it in that way. Right here, Kyle gets here, throws it up over the top. Bam gets fouled. He doesn't make it, but he gets fouled in a way that Kyle was just having a great night, that he could put the ball in different spots. But that's the play right there. And we're going to see it a couple times right here. But Kyle Lowry, Bam Adebayo, pick and rolls. Kyle Lowry needs the ball in his hands at the end of games. He can set their guys up. He can control things. He can control pace. And you're not going to have these poor possessions. Right here, you're going to see Tyler Hero stretch out to this corner. You're going to see Max Strus in the other corner. And Jimmy Butler in the dunker spot next to Tyler. Now, Bam comes up to set the screen. Kyle going to take it. Right here, he waits enough to hit Bam right in the middle of the floor. And once again, when you talk about the difference between having Tyler in that weak side corner and PJ, you can just tell where the defender's standing. Like, you could see the amount of space that Bam has right here. Usually, if PJ was in that corner, the defender would have his right foot on that white box that you see on that side of the floor. It's just the way it is. Then it's a kick out to PJ. If he doesn't want to take that shot, then it's looking for a quick handoff, and it's the end of a possession of a shot clock. And that's how things go downhill quickly. Right here, Bam gets in the middle of the floor, goes up. Horford has to force the foul him. He goes to the line. The last one, it's not all about Bam. Even though it's a lot that Jimmy at the 4, the extra shooter, is a lot of Bam seeing a lot of space as a roller. It opens up Kyle as well, because now you have to respect Bam. Kyle's pull-up 3 is really falling in this game, that you kind of have to step up and go over screens. Right here, Jaylen Brown has to trail him. What's the decision now? Horford's still worried about that roller. They kind of switch. Lowry takes the pull-up. It's a tough shot, but that's a shot Kyle Lowry makes. He knocks it down right there. But more than anything, as I show one more time, just to show the setup, this setup is the way it needs to be. And if I even go back a little bit more, if you want to see the way it sets up at the beginning of this play, when Kyle comes around this screen, you can see where the difference is when Jimmy's lined up on that right wing. He's in the deep wing, not as much crowded area in that dunker spot. But you may say that he can easily help down because Jimmy's that far out and he's not a threat. But he is a threat. This isn't Jimmy Butler standing in the corner. This is Jimmy Butler with a little bit of steam behind him, that if they hit Jimmy and they pull over, Jimmy has pretty much a driving lane where he can kind of go through his Derrick Henry trucking mode down into the lane, and he's probably going to get fouled. So just the setups are a lot different, and I think it's something to look at. When you have Max Strus stepping up defensively at the end of the games, you can somewhat make up for things defensively. Offensively, you can't make up for things. You need spacing. You need probably Jimmy at the 4. And even though I think we're going to see a ton of different combinations down the stretch of the season and into the playoffs, it's clear that they found something that works against good defenses and good teams.